the most overused color in GeometryDash. Some of you might be thinking, black isn't a color, it's a shade. You're right, but others might be wondering, why? So to get my point across, I'd figure I'd explain things through a timeline of the color black in GeometryDash. So let's start at the beginning, when GeometryDash was just Geometry Jump. Geometry Jump was shown off with this, and this. Notice something? They're all black. Fast forward. Clutterfunk is out. What did RobTop add? Fast forward again. 1.9 is out. New revolutionary features are added, like color channels. Now you can choose from any color imaginable. You pick it, you get it. Most popular level? Bloodbath. Present day. Let's look at the hardest level. Yeah. So I actually played a bit of a trick. What I showed is selective evidence, or cherry picking. Even so, looking at the trend of feature levels, they still rely too heavily on black. So, how do we fix this? Well, believe it or not, the creator community has started to move away from the color black. Let's look at some old levels. In order to get rid of black, creators would add a filter on top of their levels. Since the filter is on top of everything, it would change the color of everything, making all the colors blend together. This works, but since everything blends together, it starts to bleed together. So when playing the level, it's hard to see what's even going on. To this day, creators still use a filter, but recently, a single levels came out and it started to change everything. This is Retrograde by Codex, a level which is a modern take on the old school style. The level takes a lot of inspiration from the past, looking extremely similar to levels that came out 6 to 8 years ago. But unlike those old levels, which used a lot of black, if you look very closely, Codex is using black at all. To demonstrate this even more, let's look at this part of the level. Codex actually uses the color black to contrast the entire part. The spikes themselves are all a swordish blue, which allows the saws to stick out. Although it looks simple, using colors like this has basically never been done, especially by a creator as well known as Codex. Now let's compare this to previous methods of using a filter. Flashes are the biggest offenders when it comes to obscuring vision, but if you remove them and change all your sources of black to a darker shade of the background, it accomplishes the same thing, but the level is way more visible to the player. This means the creator has more agency to guide the player, while also being pretty stylish. This seems like a simple solution again, but nobody has ever thought of it or done something to this scale, especially for a design level. And it shows because this had quite a big ripple effect within the community. And if you look at any new design levels these days, they also have implemented the same usage of the color black. Even now, my work in progress levels also use the same technique, so really, it's everywhere. So right before we end, here's a quick tutorial. Grab your spike, grab the background color, make it darker, and subscribe.